Example 3u. Write y equals 5x squared minus 2x minus 10 in turning point form. We will do this using complete the square. The first step for complete the square is to remove your a value as a common factor. So we're going to divide through by a, which will give us y equals to 5 bracket x squared minus 2/5 x minus 2. Note I've got used square brackets because I'll use curved brackets inside there. Our next step is to add and subtract half of the b value squared. So in this particular case, our b value is negative 2/5. We have to divide it by 2 and then square it. And we add that and we subtract it. We're going to take this fraction of negative 2/5 divided by 2 and we'll keep, flip and change. So we'll keep this negative 2/5, flip 2 on 1 to give us a half, and change our sign to times. What this means is that when we simplify this fraction, we're going to end up with negative 2 on 10, and we're still squaring that, and we'll add and subtract it. So our next step is to recognize the fact that we have here a difference of two squares. So we have an x value, which we've squared, and we've got negative 2 on 10, which we've also squared. Negative 2 on 10 is the same as negative 1/5. And if we take this value of negative 1/5 and this value of x, we multiply them together, and then we times that by 2, we'll end up with this middle value. So we're going to use this and the knowledge that we have that this exists and factorize using difference of two squares. So in order to do this, we're going to take that first value of x minus the second value of 1/5, and we're going to square it. We still also have on the end there negative 1/5 squared minus 2, and we'll retain that. We're now up to combining together our negative 1/5 squared and our minus 2. So we're going to get rid of the squared by squaring this, giving us 1 on 25, and convert this 2 into 50 on 25. When I combine those two together, I get negative 51 on 25. My next step is going to be to take this 5 and actually expand it. So we're going to expand the square bracket, meaning we're going to go 5 times this first bracket of x minus 1/5 squared, and we're going to do 5 times 51 on 25. When we do this, we'll get out 5 times 51 on. Note that 5 goes into 5 once, and it goes into 25 5 times, so I can actually simplify that down to give me 51 on 5, which is what I'm going to leave in my end answer. So my end answer in turning point form is y equals 5 bracket x minus 1/5 close bracket squared minus 51 on 5.